show you base defense against 3 wide. So you call 3 wide, you know how the defense is going to kind of match that from a personnel standpoint. You put the defense into a potential little bit of a more difficult pickle to me with let's say either a 4 wide receiver set or with where you can sometimes go to the 12 personnel and have true difference makers at the tight end position that can really smoke safeties and linebackers in coverage. From the 4 wide receiver standpoint, you now go to these teams and you say, okay, how comfortable are you going to feel with only 1 inside linebacker here? Are you going to go and match us with dime? Are you going to give our 5 blockers up front a 5-on-5 situation? Because if I go 4 wide receivers on the outside and you go 4 corners, you go dime. I got 2 safeties, but I got 4 corners on the outside. So now I've got a 5-on-5 matchup here. My 5 offensive linemen against your 4 defensive linemen and your 1 linebacker. And now you enforce the defense to make some decisions. You want to bring an extra safety up into the box to help that linebacker up, give yourself a de facto kind of will there that you have. Well, now you're going to only be able to rock really single high coverage on the outside. Now you're going to have to make sure all of your corners can be trusted to hold up one-on-one in certain respect. Or you got to have a safety at that point that's willing to take away the outside routes, but maybe the seams are going to get opened up. There's a little bit more of to me, a bind you're putting that defense in. And it would really be when you can bring what they're bringing, Chad, with the 4 wide receiver sets being that all 4 guys you're bringing out are quality. Because if I've got 2 really good wide receivers and 2 crap wide receivers, I might bring out 4 wide, but I'm not really putting the defense into a pickle because they know my 3rd corner, my 4th corner can hold up against that guy. But if I bring out a Bobo who can already smoke a 2 corner, and now I got him on your 4th corner, how are you going to play that? What if you want to do 4 wide receiver and then you do Bobo slot and you do DK slot? What happens then? Well, now you've got Bobo and DK potentially up on 5'9" guys weighing 180 pounds. You got your 5-on-5 matchup with the numbers game with your 5 linemen on their 4 and their middle linebacker. And then you got Kenneth Walker, to me, with a lot of space to work with at that point. Not a lot of bodies down in congesting things. Everything really freed out here a bit. I really like the thought of it. And the fact it's not going to be force fit either because this is Grubb's, it's within the spread system. It's baked within. You're not building it out because you're saying, well, we got 4 wide receivers, so let's find a way to create 4 wide receiver sets. You're saying we got 4 wide receivers and we've got a lot of 4 wide receiver packages within the offense that we're bringing to bear. Ricardo says, I don't know if they could do 4 wide receivers on the regular. Our offensive line is going to need help on occasion. Great point, Ricardo. Big part of being able to run 4 wide receivers certainly is going to be a bit on the back on having your offensive linemen hold up front and being able to rely on them. Bit of it is also, I think, just to tandem that a bit here, Ricardo, too, is that you're running the spread concept, and that's also a part of what helps you in this scenario when you run the 4 wide receiver sets, is you're not going to run the 4 wide receiver sets like you would on a pure run and shoot offense, where you're saying, okay, 5-man protections hold up. We're going to do a 5-7 step drop. We need you guys to stay in the pocket and keep on your man through that time period so the receiver can get into his route. Whereas with this, and a lot of what Grubb did with Penix there in Washington, and a lot of why that he was able to run 4 wide receiver sets at times and still not get Penix hit, is because a big part of the offense is getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands so quickly and not getting that defense the time to get to the quarterback at that point. And we'll see if he can do that at the same thing at the pro level there, Ricardo, but that might be the one place it opens up for them where it's not as just relying on that O-line or giving them that extra chip block, because he knows he's going to have it schemed up in a way to free a guy up to be likely to be open quickly for Geno, and one read and Geno can just go hit it out to that guy.